Okay, ready? Coin flip. 1, 2, 3, go. That was, I don't even know why I did that part because it didn't even land in this hand. That was Bitcoin up. What's up? How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're having an awesome, incredible day. I know it's been a while since I've done a whole Bitcoin / cryptocurrency update, so that's exactly what we are going to do right now. Thank you for clicking the video. Welcome back to the channel. It's been an interesting week in crypto. I mean, super interesting. So, a lot to talk about today. I don't want to make the video too long, but there's one thing I do want to show you first, and that is my friend Bender. He made me this Bitcoin glass because I drink my beers, right, in these Bitcoin episodes. So it says virus in numerous, strength in numbers, and he's got the Bitcoin logo, established 2009. On the back is the price of Bitcoin when he made this glass, so $58,885 on 4/1/21, April Fool's Day. Coolest part about this glass, the bottom is my Bitcoin address. It's a QR code, and it looks sick though. If you look at it, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it from the camera. It looks real cool when you look down into it as you're drinking it. So anyways, let's get started. If you can join me, hope you can. Otherwise, if not, I'll drink one for you. This is like a double. It's just like a 7-Eleven beer. They kind of ran out of all my good stuff, so we're doing a Smirnoff Ice strawberry and lemon. Let's get to rockin'. Okay, first things first, we'll look at Bitcoin. $55,639. Quite a bit of a drop since the last time I kind of checked in with you guys. We did make a new all-time high last week, $64,854. So that was really cool. Right, touched the top of that Bollinger Band. Actually fell through our support. We had numerous amounts of support. We had some about this $58,900 level. We had some at the $57,700 level. But we actually fell all the way down to $50,000. It was a $60,000 to $50,000. It's a $10,000 drop. I think it was 15-20%. I can't remember. We'll check it out right now. But in 1 hour. 1 hour. I'm not exactly certain. You might have to double check, but that might be the biggest fall in Bitcoin ever. And also to mention that it was in 1 hour. Definitely check a couple sources. Not sure if I'm right about that, but that definitely was a 16% drop. Since we touched that, we are back up to basically, you can call it a 7.6% drop at the moment. So, yes, I bought the dip. Hopefully you bought the dip also. Strong indication, right? First of all, touch the Bollinger Band. You could look at a couple different reasons why that dip happened. I will show you a couple of them. I think if I pulled them up, and I don't believe I did, but basically there was a place in China where they kind of had a blackout, no electricity for a minute. There's a lot of miners there, and that kind of messed with the hash rate. The hash rate was pretty high, and we went to basically the low. If you were to basically look at this Bollinger Band, the hash rate would have went from up here to down here. So we have since resurfaced kind of back up here at this mark when you're looking at terms of the hash rate. But there was a lot of speculation, right? A lot of FUD, a lot of people kind of saying stuff on Twitter that was not true. If you want to look into that, you can. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it because it's not real information. The good thing to know is it was a nice dip, right? $55,643. That's a good time to buy Bitcoin at the moment. Everything is still super bullish, right? I mean, we did break this little trend here, but in the scheme of things, all we have to continue to do is make higher lows, and here's a higher low, here's a higher low, here's a higher low. This is still a higher low than this one was, barely, just by a little bit. I understand that, but it doesn't have to beat this one. It doesn't have to beat this one. Realistically, the higher low is $30,000. So, I mean, Bitcoin can do its thing, and it is infamous for being volatile, going up or down, right? I mean, we could come back down here to this $37,000, $35,000 mark and still have a higher low. Sure, yeah, that could be healthy. I don't really see that happening. If it does happen, it's not going to happen this fast, right? I mean, we have a CME futures gap at about $60,000, anywhere from $57,000 to $60,000. And to be honest with you guys, that's something I looked at this morning, right? If we want to look at the CME futures gap, and this one took a long time to hit, but the gap started right here. And mind you, it is a very, very, very small gap, but it is a gap that indeed did get filled, right? I'm just giving you an example right there in between those two lines. That's where the dip happened back here, March 26th, March 29th, right in between there, that weekend of 2021. There was a small little gap, right? So CME futures, we went all the way up, touched that $65,000 mark, and of course we came back down to fill that gap right there. So we literally touched it exactly, which is interesting to know. So if you must know, there's a gap above us, right? We have anywhere from $57,800 to $60,000. So do we have to hit that gap tomorrow? Nope, absolutely not. We can wait a week, we can wait a month, we can wait 5 months. It's not going to take 5 months. It's not going to probably take a month. It could take a month, but regardless, we're filling that gap. We're coming back up to the 60 grand mark. So just wanted to show you that. Don't see Bitcoin going to that $35,000 mark, at least not before it hits the 60K mark. But realistically, what I think is going to happen is going to be a lot of accumulation. I think we shuck out a lot of hands. People who are probably new to the market, they don't understand the market. A drop like that to them usually only happens in the stock market like every 10 years, right? I mean, you could be in stocks for a year and get 3%, 4%, maybe 5% if you're lucky, I guess. That was a 16% swing in 1 hour. And then we got back up to that within the day, right? So a lot of stuff being done here that is not in the stock market if you're new. Looking at the RSI though, it's fairly low. It's sitting at that 41. We're normally above that 65, 100%, right? Going up to 65, anywhere from 80. So it is cool to see, even sometimes, yeah, I mean 80, higher than 80, especially if it's super high, about 90. So, I mean, we're super low right now. We're touching that Bollinger Band like I discussed. Let's take a check at coin market cap. Still sitting at that $2 trillion market cap, which is good to see, even with a $10,000 drop. Market cap still above $2 trillion, which I think last time at $55,000, I don't think it was at $2 trillion, 1.6, 1.7 maybe. So the other thing to note is that where does the rest of this money come from? Probably came from the altcoins. Not gonna lie, the past couple of days I have been looking at my charts, and most of the altcoins that I own have been pumping. Specific one, Dogecoin, right? We'll come back to that one later, but check in CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin first, Ethereum 2100, Binance 504. Actually did a pretty good job today, 5%. XRP down 10%, $1.30. Fifth spot, Dogecoin. Cardano back up to 7, Polkadot 8, dropped down a little bit down to 34. I think it was at 44 for a while, but Litecoin 260 from a 310, I think, high. Not high, but within the last week. But yeah, I mean, a lot of really cool stuff here, right? I'm not going to go through all these. The thing that I do want to go through, however, is the Bitcoin dominance, and this is what I was kind of trying to get towards. We're going towards an altcoin market in the next couple weeks, next couple months, and it may last for a while, it may last for a short amount of time, but here's what I'll tell you. We haven't been there yet. It might have barely started, but we are nowhere near where this all-time high of this altcoin season is going to be. And if you're new to the space, altcoin season is basically every other coin besides Bitcoin. There is going to be a time in this bull run where Bitcoin doesn't continue to go up and it doesn't go down necessarily, maybe a little bit, but basically Bitcoin is just going to consolidate for a while. And during that while, and even if Bitcoin goes lower for a short amount of time, what's going to happen is altcoins are going to take off. They're going to see hundreds % increase. They're going to see thousands % increase. And it's going to be over a short period of time, a couple weeks, couple months. But what I can tell you is that it's a fun time. And you can definitely make a ton of money doing it. So if you're looking to buy more Bitcoin and your gateway to that is let's buy a ton of altcoins, let's make a ton of money off of our altcoins, and let's put all that money back into Bitcoin, right? You can do that if you wanted to. But basically, the Bitcoin dominance is at 51%. I wanted to look at that earlier. Ethereum dominance is 12.4, but usually what happens during this altcoin season is you'll see a lot of different altcoins kind of appear. Right now there is 9,300 cryptos, so over the next couple of months you may see other ones appear. Just be careful because people will try to pump and dump coins, okay? They will try to make sure that coins pump an crazy amount, hundreds, thousands %, and then most of them at the same time dump all their coins, right? Causing you to lose money. So definitely look into each project you're going to invest in. Don't just invest into it because you think you're going to make money. Don't FUD, don't have any FOMO, fear on missing out, right? But definitely take a look at it. Make sure it's something you're willing to invest in, and more than that, only put your willing to lose inside of the investment. Now, let's hit the other one, Twitter. Really cool thing. So in 2017, Bitcoin dipped under the 50-day moving average 6 times. Those are the green arrows on this guy's picture here. And I'm going to come back to this in a second, and had sustained drops under the 50-day moving average 4 times, which lasted an average of 12 days. So basically what he's saying is this could be one of those 6 times that we drop below the 50-day moving average for an average about 12 days. We are currently seeing the literal first dip of the under 50-day moving average for this entire bull run. Okay, so that is actually crazy. And then when you look at this, the 50-day moving average is that big purple line underneath the graph, right? Really, it happened more than 6 times. I mean, you can count once, count twice, touched it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times here, this flash crash, touched it 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, touched it 9 times, touched 10 times, right? So there was a lot of times it touched that 50 and even dropped below 6 to 10 times, and we're on our first time. That guy was on the daily, right? So if we go back to, that is exactly what we're on. Let's just take out, we'll stop this one for now. Let's make this a 50 instead of a 21. Ooh, that doesn't make any sense. That was too much. Let's make that a 50. And then we can see the same exact chart. I will take off all of my triangles, all of my lines. And here we are. And he's right. That's the first time we've dipped beneath the 50. So we can say we can be here for another 12 days, right? Accumulate as much Bitcoin as you can underneath this 50 for the next 12 days. And that'll be our first out of a possible 6 to 10 that happened in 2017. This bull run's not over, okay? I mean, you should be super excited about this dip happening in the first place. Having an RSI at 40, being underneath the 50-day moving average, and having altcoin season at the corner. Okay, I mean, this is the next time Bitcoin pushes up, it is going to absolutely monster itself. And I apologize, every time I look over here, I'm looking at a couple day trades that I have going on. So during this video, I may actually take a pause and either sell or continue to buy on the dips some more of what I'm trading over here, only keeping it quiet for the hush hush, just because I'm not a financial advisor. Don't want you to do exactly what I'm doing. But let's dig more into some other stuff. And by the way, a lot of really cool stuff on here. I'm just on Twitter. I did Bitcoin in the search engine. A lot of really good stuff because I was looking for something actually specific earlier to talk about. I couldn't end up finding it. Just found a bunch of random other stuff, but I thought that was really cool. Lots of different charts you could look at, lots of different stories, market updates. So if you're on Twitter, give me a follow. Do want to say that Twitter's possibly the best place to find most of the crypto news and updates, to be honest with you. So it's all about who you follow. But taking this all the way to the top. Dogecoin. Now we can talk about Doge, but first, let's take a beer here. Okay, so if you've been in Dogecoin, awesome, good for you. I will show you. Here's my first, and granted, this was on Robinhood. This is not a time where I was trying to accumulate actual Dogecoin on a wallet, because we all know that you can't buy cryptos on Robinhood and actually keep them, right? So, I mean, this was just a day trading strategy for me back in the day. But 2019, I'll show you right now. Usually it's to my, I think it's to my right. Is it? Or is it to my left? It's one of these two. I'm about to post my original Dogecoin purchase on Robinhood. I've done multiples since then, but that was my original, so pretty proud of that at today's current price. But congratulations if you've won some. Most people at this point have, unless you've sold. I do know a lot of friends who, just like me, bought a lot early on and ended up selling theirs. But hey, could continue, right? Not sure. This is not financial advice. This is just me, random dude on the internet, talking about my opinions personally. So, do with your money what you will. But Dogecoin market cap hits $50 billion, surpassing ING and Barclays. I'm not sure what ING is, but Dogecoin price has rallied more than 500% in the last 10 days, resulting in a $50 billion market cap. That is crazy. Which railed by more than 500% to a new all-time high at 45 cents, even after a 15% correction. So the meme-driven cryptocurrency was pushed higher by multiple Twitter posts from Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. He used to, at least a lot, tweet about Dogecoin often. So tomorrow is 420. We'll get to that in another second. But hey, I also live in Colorado, so spark up. But it's going to be a really interesting day for Dogecoin. He used to tweet about Doge for a while. He hasn't in about a week. But he is the second wealthiest person alive. Actually, I think he's the first. But anyways, blah, 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 blah. Dogecoin worth more than Citigroup or Morgan Stanley. While the Doge community consistently roots for the $1 target, many fail to acknowledge that the current $129 billion supply will grow by 20% in 5 years. $1 per Doge would result in a $156 billion market cap, or double the current valuation of Binance Coin. Wow, and Binance Coin right now is sitting at like $502. So double the current valuation. So I mean, that's $1,000 Binance Coin if Doge hits $1. Now here's the thing, and maybe I'm jumping into this a little too soon. So if I am, I guess we'll figure that out. But people at least want to hit $69 sometime tomorrow, 420. The current price is, let's check it out, 40 cents. So you go to $69, that's 29-cent gain. I mean, it's double basically what the last pump was. The last pump we went from 11 to, I guess, 45. It's not double, but that's basically exactly what happened the last time. So could we see a 69-cent? Yes. Could we fall down a little bit? Who knows? Let's see. Let's check out the current charts right now for Doge coin. And a lot of people call it something different, right? Dogecoin. Ever since I've been looking into it this is probably 2017, I want to say, is when I started talking and hearing about Dogecoin. It was in the last bull market for Bitcoin where I probably started looking at it. I knew about it at the time. I thought it was a big joke, which it is. It was invented to be a joke. It's a meme. But I mean, it was funny. It was cool, right? That's what memes are for. So 39 cents. And I mean, if you look at the chart, it's actually kind of crazy, but let's just take a little peek right here real quick. Let's just see what happens if we go from the current price that we're at to 69 cents. Is going to be a 74% gain, which realistically isn't that crazy. The gain that we just had, if you take it from the first green candle up to the top, was 566%, right? So let's just say you use that same 566 And that's a little much, right? 100% game takes you to 80 cents, 155, $1, So even to get to $1, it would have to be 150% gain from here, which really is not unrealistic. Do I see it coming down a little bit before that? Maybe I see it coming down to maybe about 32 cents. Does it have to happen right away? No, it doesn't have to happen right away. But it is interesting, right? So Elon Musk, I mentioned, tweeted about it a little bit ago. His last one was a pair of eyeballs on April 16th, a couple days ago. And it was referring to a tweet that he made back in July of 2017, which is his caption, "It's inevitable, Dogecoin standard, clouding over the global financial system." About basically like this coin was created to be a joke, a meme. What would the chances be, or how ironic would it be if it became the new global currency? It's hilarious to think about, right? But we're gonna see if tomorrow he posts anything about it. So next crazy thing, in a tweet today, Snickers posted an image of a Dogecoin Shiba Inu dog atop the message dog, and I know I said that wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, but to more than its 407,500 followers, the candy bar brand included the hashtag Dodge Day, which has been trending in the United States, as well as 2 rocket ship emojis in the reply, because apparently Elon has a rocket boosting up on the 22nd, and that's supposed to be one of the Dogecoin things, so we'll see about that. But they posted a little ad commercial. Let's see, it's just a Snickers and it says Doge, but the Snickers also says Dogecoin rise. So it's just really funny to see all this stuff happening around Dogecoin. And a lot of people are wondering right now, like, hey, is that the top of the bubble? Is this the top? Is Bitcoin topping? I will tell you, it's not topping, right? I've been here for previous bull markets. I've been around for bear markets. We are not at that euphoria stage yet at the moment. I wish I had, let's see if I could pull it up, a bubble phase, and kind of show you where, oh, well, it would help if I could type out. So Bible phase, yeah, that's what we're looking for. See, why doesn't it work? B-U-B-B, bubble phase. Okay, here we go. This is not the coolest chart that I've ever seen. I think that in this current stage, we're probably around the enthusiasm or public area right here. And I wish that it showed you a little bit better of a graph. But I don't think this is going to be done until September, October. But that's basically where I think we are at. Yeah, there definitely isn't the best. Here's this one might work. We could be at the first sell-off phase. So we get to this high of $63,000, and we take that massive dip down, right? That flash crash that we just had down to 50. The next candle could perhaps go down to $47,000, and then this is basically, if you were to look at this graph in 2017 of the bull market, I will show you exactly where I think we could be. Mind you, I'm going to have to go back a while, but I think we're at the dip phase, right? So the first sell-off, I think this is going to be the best time for anybody who missed out on Bitcoin to actually acquire and buy a good amount of Bitcoin, a quantity amount of Satoshis for a cheaper price, because this price is possibly not going to be seen ever again, or possibly not for a long time. And there can be a lot of gains made after this. So yeah, I think we're at this enthusiasm or first sell-off phase. We have a lot of way to go to kind of get to that top. So, okay, 2019, we're making progress here, guys. I do want to say we're making progress here. There we are. Okay, so 2017 bull market, and yes, I've kept all of my markings on my charts since I've started in Bitcoin many years ago. I've never deleted them just because of, maybe I want to go back and look at these someday. What was the charts that I was looking at? Do they correlate to what I'm doing now? What the chart is looking like now? It's just something I've always done. So I think we're probably in this phase right here. Back in, I guess that is November of 17, where the price went from a high of $8,000 to $5,000. $8,000 to $5,000, $3,000 drop. Which I guess at the time, let's see what that is. I wonder, do you think that's a 16% pullback? Okay, that was a 28-30% pullback, which is basically normal, right? And that's in my previous videos. Sorry, is what I've been saying is normal. And that was a 30% pullback. That's where I think we're exactly.